As we return to our breaking news in Pacoima, Gordon Tokumatsu is now there, just arrived on the scene of that dump truck that is impaled into an apartment building. This is the one we've been telling you about. Gordon?
Well, Chuck, we wanted to update you on that. This literally happened within the past couple of minutes. They're starting to move the dump truck out of the building. As you can see, the LA County Fire Department making rather quick work of this with one of their heavy rescue towing trucks. They've got a pretty large winch there. This, as you can imagine, is a dump truck that weighs several tons, and it's not quite clear whether or not it was full. I suspect it may not actually have anything back there, the payload. But earlier today, this is what happened. This is at 4:20 this afternoon. This truck somehow crashed into this much smaller sedan. I can't actually tell what kind of a car it is, at this intersection, which is Branford and Laurel Canyon Boulevard. At some point, the truck itself plowed into that apartment building. Here's the best part of all. At this point, there are no indications that anyone was seriously injured. We are checking on the conditions of 3 injuries in that small car, but we understand the driver of the truck, the dump truck, is not seriously injured. Now, we do have some sound recorded earlier from a witness who was here at the scene and saw it all go down.
So the car has a green light and tried turning to the left. And, all of a sudden, the truck hits the car and hits the building. And I'm speechless out of my mind, and I'm scared, so I don't know what to do. Should I record this, or should I just go back home? So might as well, I had an idea to go back home.
Yeah, probably a good idea to go back home. This entire intersection shut down in 4 different directions at this point as we come back here live. You can see this truck, very large dump truck, being pulled out of here backward. Again, this literally happening within the past couple of minutes. Lots of firefighting personnel here with the city fire department monitoring what's happening here. They got to make sure this building, which we can pan over to the left here, Edwin, does not fall down. I don't know that the damage is that extensive, but if you look to the far left of the building, that edge right there, you can see where it actually pushed out some of the wood structure of the building. So there could be some substantial damage here at this building. I'm not sure it's habitable at this point. I'm sure they've gotten everybody out, and we don't have any word on any injuries inside the apartment complex itself. Back to you guys.
We're looking at this here. It's hard to believe there's not structural damage, given the fact that this dump truck is so large. Is the apartment building only 2 stories, Gordon?
It is 2 stories, yeah. In fact, I'm looking at a sign out on the front of it. It says you can get a 1-bedroom single. Apparently those are available here. Certainly not now after what happened here this afternoon. But yeah, it's 2 stories. Hard to say from our angle how many units there are. But you can bet if anyone happened to be in that unit, that would be very, very bad. But we are not getting a word or indication here on the ground that anyone was seriously injured inside that building. So if that's the case, then that's definitely good news.
People are watching this very closely upstairs in the newsroom as well. I just got a message from someone that you can actually see the building moving as they move the truck out.
Yeah, that sounds like it was the case. I was pointing in the other direction, but the truck was probably 1/4, maybe 1/3 of the way into the building. So as we said, I'm not an architect certainly, but you can imagine the kind of damage it did to the structure. We've got a couple of firefighting personnel, as you can see now, walking up to that massive hole, attempting to figure out just how dangerous this is. I can't imagine this building is going to be reopened for people to come in anytime, certainly this evening. It's probably going to take a while to get it fixed, that's for sure.
This is one of those cases where obviously one apartment is obliterated, but we don't know how many other sustained damage are, like you say, the foundation of the building. I mean, it could be damaged there. The beams, certainly you see some of them still resting on the hood of that big truck. So this is going to affect a lot more than just a few families. Thank you, Gordon. Appreciate it.